With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Lions call their first time out, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jameer Gibbs. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Like, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey.
So now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
21 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jameer Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly, and there's a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's in! Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Lions. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
The kicker on.
Higgs exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take
Now
over
after
first
the play,
and
he'll
10.
stop it. We have an injured
They're on the
Dolphin.
25-yard
As the
line.
athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Back to 60.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
It's a game of 5. Brings us second
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll look to throw. On Devon Vele. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of growth.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
That's complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ready?
It's third and 4.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way. Bring it to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you. And all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. Yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready?
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Brooks getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 18. Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Gibbs.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Ready.
2. First down, Detroit.
Well, this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
He'll get this into the hands of K.J. Hamler. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Gibbs. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
On the stop. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
One more time, they try Gibbs. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The third-round pick leading this offense well. It is a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Miami.
19 Tiger.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. To the air now on first and 10. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
And less than a yard.
He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
15-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it, and he'll take it on in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Dolphins 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10. The tight end, and he fits it in on the corner line. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good, and the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a short drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. It's second down.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. Just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and we just can't quite run it down.
19,
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Get wide.
Begin with a zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home. They tackle him for no gain. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. No, ball.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. The Lions have run out to a 24-7 lead.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up and get to the fun. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have the things we've been lacking, my brother. So what are we lacking? I can point it out.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 21 yards.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
32 yards.
A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 in the
That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
On the go.
Here's first and 10.
Come on. Set. Hey, check that. Go.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Top. Big Hampton there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8.
Ready. Liking 18. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Hot 70. 18 Cardinal. Ready, what?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Achane. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff her on fourth down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Hawk 70. 18, right here.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will dive into the end zone. 84 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
60 Eagles. 60. Liking 18.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 20.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down.
A gain of a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Hold the ready.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 19 seconds.
They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here into third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers.
19 Tiger, 19. Roll, roll, roll.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Whoa! Jameer Gibbs! And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Third and a yard.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. A pickup there of 13. First down, Miami.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Ready?
It's first down, and they'll run. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Get it? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And he is crushed in the backfield. a loss of yards.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break. Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check out.
On to the fourth quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he ran right through one tackler, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
But he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Shot alert. Liking 18.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Check. Shut up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60. Kill. Turn it up. Kill, turn up. Ready.
And they hand it to Gibbs. Oh, yeah.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
2nd and inches.
Ready. Cougar 19, go.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run defense. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
The 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 6.
Now Gibbs up the middle. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Ready. Hawk 70. Buck 70. No, no. Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Robinson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Third and 9.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. Check go.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Lions. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. Barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Okay, break.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game. And a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, like it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Let's go. 60 Bison. Bronco 80.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can they get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have A flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.